Hello, I'm going to make this video with Miss Bella on how best to live with her in a way that keeps her calm and happy and keeps everybody successful. So the first thing you're going to notice is that she's in the crate. So let's pretend this is first thing in the morning. I just come down. She has no tools on. She's sleeping in her crate because that is what we suggest going home from training to keep up with her routine and keep up with the structure and make sure she doesn't get any unwanted experiences. We don't want her practicing barking out the windows when nobody's home or even when you are home, because that's directly going to affect her behavior on the walk. So remember, the crate is really important. She'll be sleeping in her crate, she'll be eating in her crate, and she'll be in her crate when you're not home. So the first thing you want to do is make sure that when you open the crate, she doesn't blow out, right? She needs to be polite and wait at the threshold, right? So you should be able to open the crate and have this behavior. Good girl. And I'll mark that and I'll pet that. Good. So if she tries to nose her way out as you're opening this, or if you start to open it and she's nosing her way out, you would just firmly close it. And you would keep repeating that until you're able to open it up all the way and she's staying there and being very polite. Good girl, baby girl. The next thing you're gonna do before you let her out is put on the tools. We don't wanna let our dog out with no tools because then we're completely powerless, right? So she's gonna allow us to put on the collar, right? Nice and polite, right? That's my good girl. And then we can release her out of the crate and we're gonna give her a potty break, okay? So this is what your morning should look like, okay? Bella, break. Good girl, and she goes potty. She goes out to the yard. Go ahead, baby, there you go. Give her a few minutes to go potty, and then I'm going to show you how I'm gonna use the tone recall to get her back in. So she's wandering around. This is good. She's gonna go potty. But watch this, watch this. I'm gonna tap my tone here, which is the T button on the side. Okay, and then I'm gonna open the door, and here she comes, and then I'm gonna guide her back into her crate. Bella, place. Right, because now it's breakfast time. So we've just gotten her from the crate to the yard, from the yard back to the crate, all hands free. Okay, very good girl. The next thing is her feeding. She's gonna be eating in her crate. You're gonna put the food down and then release her to eat. Okay. And we're gonna let her eat her food. I like feeding dogs in the kennel, especially in multi-dog households, because it just avoids conflict. There is another dog in Bella's house, so feeding in a crate will just completely avoid all conflict with food and the two dogs together. Another important thing to keep up with Bella is making sure she doesn't rush out of any doors. So we'll have her in a sit stay as we open the door. If she stands up and tries to rush out of the door, we're going to say no and click the e-collar and put her back in her sit. She should look up at me. Sit. Good girl. Break. And then she can exit the threshold. Okay guys, so remember, we're doing this at every door, every time. At no point should she ever be seeing an open door and rush out. This is definitely something to keep up with and practice with, because as you can see, it gives her stress because she knows she's not allowed to bolt out. And for 5 years, she's probably been rushing out of any door that's been opened. So as I open the door, she'll look up at me, no bolting out, break, and then we go through the door. All right guys, so you've made it through the thresholds. You are outside, you are ready to walk. How do you get her into heel position? You're gonna have your leash in your left hand, your remote in your right hand. You're going to say the word heel, tap the tone button, and start walking. She will find that left spot on your leg, and then it's up to you to hit the black S button anytime she's out of heel position. So this way you know you're holding her accountable for staying in heel, okay? Heel, good girl. And now you're gonna have a nice walk and heel. What you're looking for on the walk is ears back and relaxed, forehead smooth, not wrinkled, and calm behavior. Calm dogs do not react to other dogs. If her energy starts to elevate, that's when you're gonna start to see glimpses of old Bella shining through, where she's gonna think it's okay to start barking at dogs, lunging at dogs, whining at dogs, right? So it's up to us to keep her in this calm state, which we do with our e-collar, okay? That was a little bit of a tone right there. She's starting to lag, which she sometimes does around the car because she wants to go in, but it's easy to get her back. Now, she's out on a walk. How do you give her a break? Let's give her a pee break. Sit. You're gonna stop. Put her in a sit. Good girl. Step away. Bella, break. You tell her break, and that splits the heel and the break up. All right, so now it's very clear that she's free to do her own thing. Give her a little potty break. When you're ready to continue your walk, you're going to use your recall back to a heel. Watch this. Good girl, here she comes. And we're back to our heel. And we're gonna go inside the house where I'm gonna show you how to use some of her stationary commands. A really good habit, routine to get into after a walk is to come inside and put her on place to relax. So it'll be that elevated place bed that she'll go and she'll stay there until released. Okay, so we've come in from our walk. I'm gonna put Bella on place. Place. I point to where I want her to go, tell the word, which is place. She gets on, she lays down, and she stays there until I release her. So now's my time to maybe go eat breakfast, cook breakfast, read the paper, and just relax until it's time to do something with her again. Now, if you notice her starting to pant on place, then it's definitely not hot. It would be a result of anxiety. You would just take the remote and click at low levels to get this beautiful double down that we worked on, and that is her calm. That is her calm behavior, and that is her coping skill, okay? Good girl. Okay, let's say it's time for me to leave the house. We've fed her breakfast, we've given her a potty break, we've given her a walk. Time to put her back in the crate. So this is how I'm gonna get her from point A to point B, which is all hands free. We're gonna use our recall, so it's going to be COME, tap the tone, she comes to me, we point, we say place, she goes in, I take the collar off, we say goodbye, and I close the door. Bella, come. Good girl, baby. Place. See how smooth that is? She should go in, she should relax, she should lay down, and now we can take all of her tools off. Good girl. Until I come back, and then we do another activity together.